Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Rachel Smith, the business grower. I'm just going to obviously wait a few moments. We all know that, don't we? So, I'm going to tell you a funny story first of all. Thankfully, you can't see, but right now, I'm sat in my pyjama bottoms. Good morning, Victoria. I got caught in a very wet kind of shower. And, one of those showers that completely drench you in about 30 seconds. I was only about 90 seconds away from the house. But in that time, I did get completely drenched. So let's just be thankful that I'm like a news presenter and you can't see my pyjama bottoms. Not that it matters, really. Actually, Victoria, this is quite interesting because we're having our virtual mastermind day tomorrow. And we could all be in our pyjamas, couldn't we? So it's quite nice to be able to do business like that. So we are going to be talking today about manifesting. So as you come and tell me what you know about manifesting, how you're using manifesting in your business, or let me know if you don't really understand what manifesting is. So we're looking at how you can manifest epic results in your business, because that's what we want, isn't it? You know, we're all working really hard in our businesses, and what we're actually looking for is to achieve really epic results. You know, those results that push us into the next level of attraction, or in terms of clients, or profit, or visibility, or joint venture working, whatever it is that you're looking to call in to life. Now, I am not an expert on the law of attraction or manifesting or anything like this. I'm going to share from my own experience and the things that I use in my business and that I found to work, and that when I speak to my clients about this sort of thing, that they equally find that they can use these tools as well. So Victoria shared that she uses manifesting for different areas of life. And I manifested a few clients in the past. Brilliant. So yeah, manifesting is amazing. My 11-year-old son is really, really good at manifesting. I think it'll be really interesting as he matures and starts to have the ability to really think things through, or to start to intellectualize things, if he'll start to lose that belief in himself. But at this moment in time, if he wants something bad enough, you know, we use a variety of different tools here at home, and he's all in for try them out. So the joiners come and say hi. Come and, you know, as always, these are very interactive sessions with me. This isn't just about me getting on here for 30 minutes and talking to you. Isn't it funny? We've had to do a little bit of chit-chatting for 3 minutes, and that's the sort of time that it takes for an audience to know that you are actually online. So this is, you know, if you're starting to use live videos in your business, or used them in the past and you feel like you shut it down to a black hole, you really do need to persevere with it. It's really in the first 10 minutes that you will get your audience to come with you. Once you've got them and you're engaged with them, you can pretty much keep them as long as your content is relevant. So that's kind of a bit of a side note, bit of a tip in terms of making sure that you use videos and that you build your confidence up about videos. So we're talking about generating epic results. I mean, when you're in epic result kind of vibe, it's so exciting. Morning, Lindsay. Lindsay's running out the door. It's Wednesday morning, is it? We're all busy. I'm only here for half an hour today. And I'm making it count because I'm spending it with you. So listen, I spoke about this in Live Your Abundant Life on Friday, I believe, when we were talking about quantum leaping. So if you want to know more about quantum leaping, if you're interested in seeing that live, it's over in my Facebook community, Live Your Abundant Life. It's there, you can go and have a look at it. But I think this is really closely linked to quantum leaping. And just to kind of give you a bit of a recap about what I mean by quantum leaping, it's when, you know, you're in your current where you are in your business, kind of use the tools, the strategies, the mindset to actually take your business to the next level. And a lot of my clients who are my mastermind clients are doing that very thing right now. Kelly Carnes is a good example of somebody who's doing quantum leaps in her business at the moment, which is absolutely amazing to see. I've had another one of my mastermind clients actually create her first 5k month, and she's delighted. Morning, Carol, lovely to see her. Hi, Nicola. Woohoo! Nicola O'Keefe's in the house. Nicola is a very dear friend of mine, hence the jolliness. So hi, Nicola. I don't think I've caught you on a live stream for a long time. So manifesting. So let's paint the picture. What do we do in our businesses? Well, we all get very, very busy in the doing. We all get very committed to take our actions forward, to filling our days up with action. Action, 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 action. Yes, Victoria, don't you worry. You're working with me tomorrow. We will get you to those 5k months. We're going to plan it all out by kind of the midpoint tomorrow morning. You will have clarity about how that's going to happen. And we're just going to have the most awesome time. Okay, so basically, let's just do a little kind of check-in with your life and your business right now. And what I'm going to share right now, I mean, Carol has already heard this a little bit from my 60-second video that I did this morning. But everything where you are right now is generated because of you. It's based on the decisions that you have previously made and the choices that you have taken on a daily basis. So that might sound really harsh, but part of this masterclass is to give you some awareness of why you are where you are and perhaps why you're finding it difficult to move forward. And it's based on decisions that you have previously made. And these decisions might be made on how you used to feel about business or how you used to feel about your ability to actually generate your decisions. And the way that you change all of that is that you make different decisions. So let me know if this is resonating with you. If you're like Nicola and you're walking and listening, so it's quite difficult to type, you can tap in some thumbs up, or you can, come and question the things that I am saying. So let's give you, for an example. So this happens, it doesn't just happen in business, this happens right across your life. So if you have a look at how you feel about your current relationships, about your health, about your wealth, about your happiness, all of those things about what you're currently feeling at the moment, about all of those things in your life, is based on the daily kind of emotions and feelings and decisions and choices that you make either consciously or unconsciously about all of the aspects in your business. And then that relates into the action that you take. So if at the moment you're feeling really frustrated and angry with yourself because of, let's say, your weight, that's a really prime example for all of us, isn't it? Definitely, I've definitely been in that place. So you're feeling really yucky about it. So what happens? Does that give you the motivation to go and exercise? Does that give you the motivation to actually eat more healthily? Generally, it doesn't. So can you see how that works right across your life? So the way that you be in your relationship is based on the decisions that you're making and the choices that you consciously or unconsciously making. And it's exactly the same in business. So perhaps in the past, and the past might just be yesterday, but perhaps in your business, you've decided that business is hard. So therefore business is hard. Or perhaps you've decided that all you can actually generate in your business is 1k a month. So that is how it happens. Yeah, so Carol, this is resonating with Carol. Brilliant. So these are all then we look at other people, don't we? We put other people on pedestals and we say things like, well, it's all right for that person because they're a marketing expert, or they've got thousands of pounds to spend on Facebook ads, or they're deeply connected to other people. So that's okay for them because that makes it easy for them to be successful in business. That's not the case for me. And then we start to believe that. We start to lean into those beliefs that we line up for ourselves. So I want you just to take a moment. I know it's a bit heavy, you know, kind of 20 to 10 on a Wednesday morning. You know, if you're listening back to the recording, it might feel a little bit more gentle. But I really want you to just think for a moment about your own, the way you are right now in business, and kind of do some truth telling for yourself and see how much you can actually see for yourself that where you are is because of the decisions that you've made, either consciously or unconsciously, about your business. So and if you want to come in and share anything, please do. If you've had any ahas, please do. So manifesting is basically everything that happens in life. So there's a saying, isn't there? What you focus on is what you get, is what you receive. And it's exactly the same. So sometimes it's difficult for us to know what to focus on because there's so much stuff to focus on. And for me, it comes down to some work that Danielle Laporte does. And it's about tapping into your desires. So from a personal perspective, that shit happens. And we've got outside shit that happens to us. But even when that happens, we've got a choice to make about how we deal with it. But right now, what we're looking at is the decisions that you have got control of in your business and in your life. And I want you to just think for a moment about your deepest desires for your business. And everybody who's coming to work with me tomorrow in the virtual mastermind day, we will be looking at this in a lot of detail, because for me, I have chosen to live my life through tapping into my deepest desires. And when I can, I try to do that on a daily basis. So that really comes from like the way I want to parent, the way that I want to be as a wife, the way that I want to eat, the way that I want to feel about my body, the way that I want to move my body, the way that I want to be in business, the way that I conduct myself in business, the way that it's everything. So Carol's saying, you're right, I've decided it would be so hard, and that's what I've experienced. I've decided last week it could be easy and things changed. Oh, yes. And if you just walk away from this masterclass with one takeaway, and it's something as powerful and profound as that, my job is done. So this is really exciting work. I'm asking you to tap into your deepest desires and to believe that you can have, receive, call in, manifest your deepest desires. And Danielle Laporte does this whole work right across your whole life. But right now, this morning, I want you to think about what are your deepest desires for your business. And I really want you to then kind of connect with how you want to feel in business. So like, just as Carol shared, is that rather than getting stuck into all the doing and the actions and believing that business is hard, she made a decision consciously last week that business was going to be different and everything shifted for her. And I know this from my own experience in 2016, when I decided that I was not going to be playing it small anymore in my business, that I wasn't going to scrape together, 1-2K a month, that I was going to have like 5K months, 5K weeks, and that's exactly what happens. And it comes from a decision. And like I said right at the beginning of this masterclass, my 11-year-old son does this so easily, and I think it's because he's not bogged down in all of the disbelief and the kind of adult frustrations that we have generated. So it's almost like we've got to get into our childlike mind of believing. You know what kids are like, even when they're little, it's like they've got utter determination that thing that they want, they're going to receive, whether they do or they don't. Most cases they do, don't they? Because they've got that utter determination. And we need to almost step back into that. Because the things that we're holding on to, the fear, the frustrations, the hard work, the believing it's hard, is actually keeping you small, and it's keeping you very, very safe. So what I'm asking, I know it's a big ask, is for you to think about your deepest desires in business and how you want business to feel. So I decided in 2016 that I wanted business to feel graceful. And I filled my last mastermind up really gracefully. I had people coming to me And it's really interesting because it was the people who came to me individually and said, I'm really interested in this, I want to do this. And it wasn't through like a big sell, it wasn't through doing like a webinar series, it was people coming to me and knowing that they needed to come and work with me. And one time it even came from me dancing, which sounds really crazy, but when you actually let down the barriers and let people in and let people see you, and for you to be fully open to receiving what you claim that you want, which is a massive, massive thing, and too big for this, but I just want you to maybe have an understanding that there is something perhaps within you, if business is hard and it's struggling, where perhaps you need to do some work around your belief that you are good enough to receive clients and money coming into your life. So again, let me know if this is resonating. I can see that it's resonating with Victoria. She's giving me lots of like thumbs up and hearts and things like that, she knows. So rather than just painting like this huge scenario for you to like go, oh, what we're going to do with all of that, I want to give you 3 ways that you can start to manifest epic results in your business and your life. You know, let's get the full package because it's not a load of work either. Number 1, I want you to just step into understanding what your deepest desires are in business. Of course, you can do it right across the board, but right now, I want you to just think about your deepest desires for business. And it's with freedom and without worry and without thinking about the how. So it's none of those things. It's just like, what do you want? Because this, like when people talk about, you know, taking aligned action, being in alignment, this is what it comes from. And every one of us is different. Morning, Andrea, lovely to see you here. But every one of us is different. So our deepest desires are all different. And that's what makes it so beautiful, because the way that you want to show up in your business will be completely different to the way that somebody else wants to show up in business. So that's number 1, is really to kind of get into your deepest desires. And what an amazing kind of way to be in our lives, to just be in our deepest desires every day. And like when we get those wobbles or we get those moments where it's all going a bit, woo, we go back to our deepest desires. Like what you're doing right now that's maybe taking you into that place, you know, it's probably something that's out of alignment for you. The second one is to make a decision today about what you are making a stand for in your business. And again, this is without restriction. This is like looking at your deepest desires and going, right, I am making a stand. And I was asked this question last week, and I said that I'm making a stand for women who are done with the struggle and they're done with the hard work. And actually what they're open for is being unapologetically successful in their business and in their lives, and that they're all in to achieve that. And that's exactly who I attract into my business. But that's who I'm taking a stand for. But who you're taking a stand for is somebody else, something else. So think about, you know, number 2 is like, what are you making a stand for? You know, why are you showing up in your business? What is your big kind of mission? Really get clear about that. And let that, you know, you can hear from my voice, and it's like, really let that fire you up. And make it your big mission. Yeah, Kelly's like, she's all over this. Victoria's all over this. This is why these women come and work with me. Because they know that they've got all this potential that hasn't been released. Or in Kelly's case, it is being released. But it's like all this potential that's kind of sat there waiting. They can see it, but they can't quite reach it. And that's what happens when people come and work on this stuff, is that things start to shift, just like Carol shared. So the second thing is to make that big declaration to yourself. You can make it here, you can make it, you know, if you're part of a mastermind, go and share it with them. Just make that big declaration about, from the heart, from your deepest desires, about what you are here to do and how big that looks. And like, you know, go big. Go big. It might be a 5-year plan. It might be a 1-year plan. But the whole point with this about manifesting is that every time we manifest small, it's not exciting enough. Sometimes, most times, we have to manifest big. We have to like make big, bold massive decisions and declarations. And it doesn't matter if your declaration is that you're going to make £20,000 a month and that takes you a year, 2 years, 3 years to make it. That doesn't matter at all. The whole point is that rather than saying, oh, my declaration is 5k a month, but actually taking it bigger and bolder than that and really going for it, because from that point, the energy changes, your actions changes, your belief system changes, you step up, you show up in a different, completely way. Carol's totally loving this. Yeah, so Victoria totally knows. She is all in. I've worked with Victoria before. I know a lot of her backstory. And I know kind of what her key kind of desires are. And this is really exciting stuff. This is the stuff that people don't share. But this is the stuff that gets us fired up. This is like us being able to be women and to work with our intuition and to really come from that point. I mean, what better point to come from? Like coming from a big, juicy, massive declaration of what you are here to achieve. Like, what's the point of being like thinking small? And the third thing is every day you consciously choose about who you be in business and in life. But Kelly says, she's totally in. She's not out, she's in. So the third one is that you choose every day consciously about who you be in business and how you show up and who you do and how you serve. And it's about like being in the dance, being in the fire. And like, if you're not in the fire, what is the point? What is the point if you just sat on some embers? What's the point if you just sat, on the outskirts of the fire and you can't feel the heat? But be in the dance, be in the fire, be who you are, and be that woman. Be all of that woman. God, this is like some big soapbox kind of thing. But this is like the juice, isn't it? This is what fires us up. This is what's going to make us take those big, bold steps and allow us to be that person we are. And what I find fascinating about having children is that I'm in my 40s and they're like 7 and 11. And like, really, my 7-year-old is still in that state of being in utter belief in herself. The 11-year-old is starting to shift a little bit. You can start to see he's quavering about whether or not he can do something or if he's good enough. And I have a whole big thing about them conforming and then finding themselves in the 20s and the 30s and the 40s. And this is where we be, isn't it? Is that we are still discovering who we are. Not many of us have been entrepreneurs for very long. So, of course, we're still exploring and expanding, but we need that fire. We need to be sat in the fire, doing the dance, tapping into our desires, like taking imperfect action, like sod being perfect. That's not going to get you anywhere. Kelly has like rocked in a business and she's recovering from major surgery. Like, that is like it. She's showing up with her bandage on, bless her. And so she's not looking perfect, but she is rocking in a business because she's in the fire. She's in the dance. She's all in to help and support her amazing clients. And when your clients can feel this energy, like from any live post that you do or anything you write or anything you create or any offer that you put out there, this is what they feel. And if your clients are women, you want them to feel this. So just to recap on that, and I'll take any questions that you've got, any ahas that you've got, come and share it, because we are a sisterhood. I know it doesn't sometimes feel like it. I know that sometimes the online world can feel quite vicious, but if you're in my world, it's a sisterhood. If you come and work with me, amazing. If you don't come and work with me, but you still want to hang out with me, that's totally fine as well, as long as you're getting what you need from this. So let's recap about how you manifest epic results in your business. Number one, you tap into your deepest desires. Do it every day. Know what your deepest desires are in business. Number two is you make a decision, a declaration today, and any day that you quaver, about who you are and what you're here to do in business. Let this be your future self. You'll soon become it. And the third one is like consciously every day choose who you be in business. And like sometimes we want to be the person who hides under the duvet. Do that. as long as if you're having it like a belief wobble, work on that. But you just need a day under the duvet, do that as well. We all have those days, don't we? But be in the fire. Most definitely be in the fire. Be the woman who's making the moves. Imperfect action is better than no action at all. Right. Carol says she sure is, and we can feel it. You can, definitely. Anything that you would like to add to this? It's a juicy topic, isn't it? Has this made you think about your own presence in your business differently? That's what I'd like to know. And think about also the people that you see online who you can feel that fire from them. What are they doing? Because, part of NLP is often about modelling other people. And if you are maybe following somebody else online and you can see that woman or that man is in the fire, know that they're doing this work. Right, Carol says she's raring to go now. Brilliant. Hi, Helen. I'm so sorry, love. We're just coming to the end of this, but it is fully recorded, so you can totally see the recording of it. Right. Any final questions? It's been a good one, hasn't it? Who's going to dance in the fire? Right. If there aren't any final questions, I'm going to conclude this. If you want to carry on this conversation, come over to Live Your Abundant Life, and let's carry on this conversation. This recording, as soon as I finish it, it'll, give me a couple of minutes, it'll go live, so people like Helen can catch up on it. But come and share with me either through the comments here or again over in Live Your Abundant Life, or PM me and let me know how you were going to consciously show up as that person who you're making a declaration to be every single day in your business, because we can all do this. Okay, have a very fabulous Wednesday, and I look forward to speaking to you again. Bye for now.